And it still feels very tender and vulnerable to be like seen as I am. Like one of my deepest desires is to be fully seen. And that's also one of the things I protect the most. And as a Scorpio sun, that's like a very present theme. And, um, and for me in the conditioning piece, it was always like showing up as others, like I needed to show up as others expected me to. And there was like a presentation piece of my journey and a perfectionist kind of polished, like encouragement, if you will, conditioning. And so there were a couple things that happened, like real life examples. I had a friend visit me who I hadn't met yet in real life. And she came into my home and my home was unpolished. There's still boxes from my move back in January over here in the corner. And it like, for me to invite her into this space and it not be polished perfection was a massive moment of like transformation and healing for me. So there's things like that. I was trying to think of like real life examples of how that has played out and being in acceptance with that, like being in acceptance with the process and celebrating that along the way, calming down the critical mind and voice that is ever so present. And in saying yes to this space too, I'm saying yes to like increasing my financial, foundation. So stepping into that, I've bumped up against a lot of like that discomfort as you expand and the trust thing. Turning the dial up again on trust, and really organizing my business and my offerings to actually reflect my energy, how like organizing it in a way that supports my energy and the way I move through the world versus what others expect of me or what is traditionally kind of out there in the space that I occupy. And again, that's all really new. And so it still feels like a little wobbly to be honest.
I think we are